Hello everybody, it's Repto Slicer here. So, making another video. This one's not going to be as long because I'm kind of tired. Um, so this is a animatronic. This is actually a Christmas one. If you can't tell by the outfit, it's like a bear with skates. Um, so like I mentioned about my great grandma's passing, this was something I gave her 2 years ago, and got it from a garage sale me and my grandparents went to. There was another one there, but its speaker didn't sound too good, so I got this one. Um, this one had like mice feces on it and stuff. It was kind of disgusting. But my grandma actually cleaned like the shirt and then the skates. You can like take them off and the shirt off, or the skirt. I mean, dress or whatever you want to call it. I think it's dress. You can take the dress off, which we had to in order to clean it because it was like yellow and stuff. But it's obviously it looks brand new since we cleaned it. Since my grandma cleaned it. So anyway, yeah, got it. Put new batteries in it. Worked. I cleaned the bear as well because it had some brown stains on it. It was pretty nasty, but we got it cleaned and it looks brand new. And I put this on here. So at the time I got this a couple years ago, I was still in school. I think I was a senior. Yeah, I was a senior in high school, and I was in art class, and my art teacher had a bunch of these like gem things, and I saw this one in like the container that she had, and I asked her if I could have this one so I could put it on this to glue it, on there. And she's like, sure, absolutely. So she said I could have it. She said I could have a few more if I wanted, but I just wanted the one. And as you can see, it matches this perfectly, the pink on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. But so yeah, since this was my great grandma's, it was in the nursing home, and there's like, like in hospitals, how they have the big like light bar over top of the bed. That's kind of like the setup in the nursing home was, but it was on the side of the bed on the wall. That's where this thing sat for like the 2 years or whatever that it was there. So because of that, it's a little, I don't know how, but it got sun faded, which is weird. The batteries on the inside that I had, that I put in there, were like the Amazon basic batteries, so they were orange. The front of them was like yellow because if they got sun faded. I don't even know how, honestly. I think maybe the light got like too hot or something, and this sat on it. But I mean, it didn't hurt it or anything. It still worked. I just replaced the batteries to be safe. But yeah. So this is one of the newer ones. This one is made by PBC International. See that right there, PBC International. See, the tag is a little bit torn. It's because the mice from the people who had this. I think they had it in like their garage or attic in a box or something, and that's how they got to it. And here's the date. Well, on this, if I can. It says 2018 right there, so I'm thinking like November 21st, maybe 2018. So yeah. There's an older version of this from like 2008, or I think 2008, 2009, that I think is a little bit taller, and the head on it's a little bit bigger, but this is the last produced one. So this is before they went out of business, which is funny because Toy State, the company at Rotopers, they also went out of business in 2018. So I find that kind of funny. They both went out of business at the same time. Same with Toys R Us. But yeah. So the older model of this from 2008 or 9 just keeps talking throughout the song. It's the music, it's not really synchronized, with the mouth movement. Whereas this, the parts when she's not actually singing, her mouth isn't moving. Whereas the older model, the mouth, it just keeps moving. This one, the head bobs and the mouthpiece moves a little bit, but it's one mechanism, one motor. So instead of using a head bobbing mech and a mouth moving mech, they just combined the two. And they did it on the older models too. This isn't like some cost cutting way or whatever, that they just we're cutting corners, and it's like, let's just do it this way since we're, not doing too good on our production run of our products. This was something that they've done since like 2005 or 6 when they started making these bears. They were, like I said, they were a little bit taller. My grandma actually has one. I've shown it before on this channel. I deleted the video a couple years ago. I also showed this a couple years ago when I first got it, and I also deleted the video for some reason. But yeah, my grandma went to the nursing home on Sunday or Monday. I think it may have been Monday, and was getting some stuff. And she asked me if I wanted this back since I gave it to her, my great grandma, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. So, yep, here it is. Now the audio quality on this, it has like a big metal speaker, but the audio on this is very distorted. It just sounds low quality. So yeah, the speaker itself isn't the issue. I'm pretty sure it's just the audio, because this is one of the later ones, so the audio doesn't sound as good. But it's still good enough. So here it is. Sings a version of Let It Snow. Yeah, the audio is kind of crappy on this one. The older models sound way better. And there's actually a version of this that's made in 2019. It's a knockoff one by a different company, and it sings a different version of Let It Snow, and it looks completely different. It's kind of interesting, though, and it would be kind of cool to get that, since I do have a lot of knockoff stuff. I just need to get the legit items to match my knockoffs. Then it'll be pretty good. Like the legit, what I mean is like the legit real or name brand ones versus the knockoffs. That way I can compare them. It'd be pretty cool. So, yeah. This is the Chantilly Lane bear. I think this was sold at Big Lots. These were sold, this particular one was sold there for years, ever since 2014. But I think by 2016 is when they kind of cheapened out on the quality of it a little bit. But then by 2018, you could really tell that things, it's not bad. It's just, you can just tell that they changed and it looks a little cheaper. But it still feels pretty decent quality and stuff. Nothing too bad. So, yeah, that's the end of this video. So, thank you guys for watching, and peace out.